We have another packed day of lifting for you today. We're going to kick off with the sub-junior and junior 76 kilo, 84 kilo and 84 plus kilo classes. We're going to run this in two groups. The sub-juniors will come out first, and then we'll move to group 2 with the junior lifters. My name's Jo Whiteley. It's been my absolute pleasure to witness some of the best lifting from these young lifters I've seen all week. And we will be seeing the Masters 1 ladies coming up later today. And then we have a final session this afternoon, which is the men's sub-junior and junior 105 kilo class. We're delighted to bring you these championships, sponsored by Eleiko, manufacturers of the best platform equipment in the world. As you can see, the rack, platform, bar and plates were all provided to us by Eleiko. And SBD, the supportive equipment and apparel manufacturer relied upon by world-class strength athletes. Without the support of companies like these, we would not be here. We would not be able to bring you these championships. We just have a few seconds now before we will have Data Bozina from Latvia starting us off with a squat of 120 kilos. Data is in the 84 kilo class. We have 3 weight classes to keep track of. These are all sub-juniors in this group. We have the 76s, 84s and 84 plus. So here comes Data in the 84s. You can just see the jury table there with Gaston Perage and Hanny Smith. They will be overseeing the competition for us today. Here's Data. 120 on the bar in her first international competition. Coming out for her first squat, which is absolutely nerve-wracking, but she's made a good job of that. 3 white lights, she's on the board. And that will give her a bit of confidence going forward now. Anastasia Astapova next. Silver medalist at the Europeans earlier this month. The bar's loaded for Astapova. She is going to open her account at 150 kilos. She's listed her PB as 180. So this should be very comfortable. Last minute advice coming from the coach. Nice depth. And that's a very comfortable squat. Elise Mikomaki next from Estonia. She's in the 84s. And she's going to kick off with 155. Her card says that her squat PB is 122.5. So if that's correct, this is a huge PB. Okay, that was a very nice looking squat. Was it deep enough? It absolutely was. 3 white lights. Watch that back on the replay. Yeah, you can see she breaks through parallel there. Alina Nikosian from Ukraine. She is the only lifter in the 84 plus class. She weighed in at 84.35, so she's only just in the 84 plus class. Opening at 157.5. Bit of a wobble at the bottom, but the weight gave her no trouble. And that's a good lift. Alan Mendoza from Argentina. First lifter I've seen in these championships from Argentina. 18 years old, so she will move up to the junior class next year. Sub-junior class is 14 to 18. 14 years old is the youngest you can compete in the IPF. And up to 18 years old, you're a sub-junior, and then you're a junior up to 23. So this is Mendoza for 165. Nice step, nice squat.
Good lift for Island Mendoza, Argentina. 165.
Victoria Saichek out next. She is the
From Congo.
current 76 kilo European champion. She beat Astapova to the title at the Europeans early this month, but she's moved up a class for this competition. And she's coming out for a massive 195 squat.
The bar is loaded for Victoria Sierza.
She squatted 195 at the Europeans, and she's opening on it today. Sits in. You can see she's very well built for squats. That wasn't quite deep enough today. As we watch that back, she meets parallel. She does not break it. So that's no lift. As we go into round two, this is a very small group. We only have 6 lifters in this group. Any less than this, and we would have to add time to the clock, but 6 is fine. And we have Data Bazina from Latvia coming out for 130 kilos. Three lifters in this class, but only 2 have made a squat so far. That was very nice.
Good lift for Data Bezina. Good lift for Latvia. Setting up the bar now for Anastasia Ostapova, Ukraine. 162.5 kilos.
And now we have Astapova.
The bar is loaded.
162.5 on the bar. Squatted 170 at the Europeans. Nice depth. She has to put some work in to bring it up, but she kept her position well and was rewarded with 3 white lights.
Ukraine. 162.5 kilograms.
She is currently in silver medal position in the sub-junior 76s. 76 kilo class is a new class this year.
The bar is loaded.
Elise Mikamagi in the 84s. Leading the way currently in the 84s, as the Polish lifter hasn't yet made a good squat. Elise is the current European champion. Hips rose a little bit early, so she had to work to bring that weight back to the upright, but that's a good lift. As we can see, she hit stepped nicely. Hips rise a little bit, which pushes her forward, but she controlled it well. Alina from the Ukraine next for 170. Used up nearly half her time before she's made it to the platform. She was second in the 84s at the Euros. The weight wasn't an issue. 2-1, it was a good lift. One of the referees thought it might be a little bit shallow. Obviously, it looks a bit different from either side because lifters aren't symmetrical. That was a good lift. Ayla Mendoza next, leading the way in the sub-junior 76s.
The bar is loaded. Aileen Mendoza, Egyptian.
175 on the bar. It's always a great milestone when you go up to the next red plate. And this is 3 red plates. Looking to not only extend her lead in the squat, but start to build the total. Right knee popped forward a little bit there, but the weight did not present much of a problem to her. One red card for depth again. You see that right knee just pop in. But she was well in control of the weight and stood up without any issue.
195 on her first attempt. Moving up now at 200 for the second attempt. Victoria Stesa, Poland.
So this is, she's actually gone up. She failed 195 on her first. Wasn't quite deep enough. So the solution, as is often the case in equipped lifting, is put more weight on. Put more weight on to overcome the resistance of the equipment. Obviously, this would make no sense at all in classic lifting. But you're fighting the resistance of the suit and the knee wraps, both of which are trying to return you to the upright, and you have to push against them to achieve depth. That looked a little better than her last. Was it enough? 2-1 it was. She's on the board with a huge 200 kilo squat.
Somehow managing her gold medal around her neck. Interesting. Moving on to the third row of tests.
And already we are round to the third round of squats.
37.5 kilograms. The bar is
With
loaded.
Data Bezina from Latvia.
Data Bezina, Latvia.
Giving a good account of herself in her first international competition. £137.5 on the bar. It's a fight. It's a struggle. Oh, you know, I thought she had that, but not quite. £300 is a big weight indeed. So that leaves her with the best of 130. She fought it and fought it and fought it, but she could not get past that sticking point. But it was enough for the bronze medal in squat in the 84 kilo sub juniors. Anastasia, 167.5. She competed against Victoria Sichka, who is in the 84s in this competition, but they competed together in the 76s at the Europeans. Sits down into depth, and that was a nice squat. 2-1, a good lift, and the silver medal in squat.
167.5 kilos. Coming up next, Elisa Ningamaki from Estonia, 108 kilograms.
Mikamaki now from Estonia.
The bar is loaded. Elisa Ningamaki,
She
follow.
squatted 175 at the Euros. This is 180. Since she actually paused it, thought about what she wanted to do, and then stood up. 2-1, a good lift. If we can just see that back, she takes it to depth, has a bit of a think about what she wants to do, and then that was a successful squat. And good enough for the silver medal in the 76 kilo class. Nikahosian. She was second to Mikamagi in the Europeans in the 84 kilo class. She's popped up into the super heavyweight class for this competition. I think she sat down too far into that. But she squatted 165 at the Euros and she's managed 170 today. So that's a definite improvement. She squeezed down into it and then the weight came forward on her back and she couldn't get up again. Mendoza next for 182.5. Don't forget you can follow along with the score sheet if you go to goodlift.info and go to the live tab. Always helps to make sense of a powerlifting competition if you can see the score sheet. Here's Mendoza for 182.5. Drops into depth, and that was a lovely squat. Very nice. Got a smile on her face. She knows she's done well. 3 white lights and the gold medal in squats, and that gives her the lead going into the rest of the competition. 210 now for Victoria. Already has the gold in squat. And she is establishing quite a lead in this class. Well, the weight was no problem, but did she take it deep enough? No. No, just needed that extra bit of depth. If we watch that back from the side view on the replay, yeah, she just about manages parallel, but does not break through to sufficient depth. Okay, so those are the placings now in the sub-junior class, with Mendoza leading the 76s and Siechka leading the 84s. And Nikahosian is alone in the 84 kilo class, 84 plus kilo class. So we move into group 2 now. These are the juniors, the same weight classes, 76, 84, 84 plus, but these are junior lifters. Maria Burdov from Romania. 115 on the bar. Looks nice.
We have good lift for Maria Budu from Romania.
Good start to the competition
Setting
for
up
Maria.
now for Laura Dabu.
And now here's her teammate,
Rolling
Laura
lift,
Dabu from
135.
Romania. They are both in the 84 kilo class.
The bar is
All the
now
84s
deep
have
for
weighed in
Laura Dabu.
quite light, only just above the 76 kilo class. Laura is 76.5. And she's opening her squats with 125 kilos. Looked nice to me.
In
And it looked
second
nice to
place,
the
Laura
referees.
Dabu. Good lift, 135. Setting up the bar now for Patricia Slizova, Slovakia. The bar is loaded.
Patricia Slizova, next from Slovakia.
Patricia Slizova.
Also in the 84s. Opening with 145. It's a little bit late to the platform. Used up half her time now. Wrapping these does take time. Looks up for the squat command, gets it. Squeezes it down, and that looked very easy indeed.
We have good lift
3 white
for
lights, she got
Patricia
one yellow card from the
Slizova.
centre ref.
145.
Not
Setting
quite
up
sure what
now
for.
for Alona Boszczewska, Ukraine. The bar is loaded.
Boszczewska next from Ukraine, the last lifter out in the 84 kilo class. Current European champion. She squatted 185 earlier this month in Czechia. Now the weight was very easy. What do the referees think? No, not quite deep enough.
Alona Boszczewska, Ukraine.
Stopped just shy of depth. Because it looked decent from this side, but this was the side that she got a white light from. So the weight was very easy though, so I'm sure she can get that on her next attempt as we go into the 76 kilo class. Katerina from the Ukraine with 160. Again, the weight looked very easy. 2-1, a good lift. Katerina took the bronze medal at the Euros earlier this month.
Coming up next, Klaudia Murza.
Mirza next from Poland.
180 kilograms on the
She's
bar.
in the 84 plus category today.
The bar is loaded for Klaudia Murza, Poland.
180 kilos on the bar, just stabilizes herself. Oh, very fast descent. She's lifting semi-equipped, raw with wraps. 3 white lights. So she hasn't got a squat suit on, she's just wearing a normal singlet, but she has used knee wraps. So that's kind of halfway between what we usually see in the classic competition and what we see in the equipped competition. Vosmilova looking for 180 to open her squat. Coach nearly knocked her flying. She has a SBD, Strength, Belief, Determination t-shirt on, and that's certainly what you need in equipped lifting. That wasn't super easy, but it looked like a good lift. Watch that back. She sits into it, starts to come up, but it's a bit of a struggle. Karolina Kolata next from Poland. She is in the super heavyweight category.
The bar is loaded for Carolina Colata.
Won her class at the Euros. Squatted 195 at that competition. She's opening today with 190. Little bit wobbly getting towards the bottom of the squat there. Let's see what the referees thought of that. 2-1, a good lift. She's on the board.
Good lift for Carolina Colata, Poland.
See, her knees wobbled about a bit there, but she kept control of the weight very well.
250 kilograms of the bar.
215 now. Agata Sitko.
The bar is loaded for Agata Sitko.
She's in the 76 kilo class and opening heavier than most of the classes above. Current European champion. Squatted 210 at the Euros, but she's opening here with 215. Depth looked good, and she had no worries with that weight at all. Fantastic squat. Watch that back again. A little bit wobbly, just breaking at the hips, but look at how fast she came up with that. Well, I'm excited to see what she's going to put on next. But first, Sonia Stephanie Kruger. Very familiar face. She is a very strong lifter.
For Sonia Stefani Kruger, Germany. 245 kilos.
She lifted at the Europeans early this month, had a crack at a couple of records there. She squatted 240. You have to remember that these lifters competed only 3 weeks ago, many of them, the European lifters. Squatted 240 at that competition. She's coming out for 245. Bit wobbly getting down to depth. Didn't quite make it. If we watch that back again, she got most of the way there and her torso came forward a little bit. There we go. And she leant forward rather than sitting into the squat. The weight is certainly no issue. But she just needs to sit a little bit further in. This isn't unusual for Stephanie, though, to miss her first squat and come back and absolutely smoke it for a second attempt. And we go round to the second round of squats. This is Maria Burduff. Took 115. For her first, she's gone up to 127.5. This will move her up for the moment to silver medal position. Very deep. And a good lift.
Romania, 127.5. Coming up next, Laura Tabu, Romania, 135.
Her teammate next, Laura. Both these lifters in the 84s.
The bar is loaded, Laura Tabu.
She's added 10 kilos to her opener. This will retake the silver medal position from Maria. Careful descent, and that looked nice.
Good lift for Laura Tabu, Romania.
Puts her back up into second place.
Coming up next, Patricia Slizova, Slovakia.
Slizova for 160.
Bar is loaded. Patricia Slizova, Slovakia, 160.
Good lift, 2 to 1.
Good lift for Patricia Slizova,
She missed
Slovakia.
150 at the Euros, so this represents a good increase for her with 160. Provisionally puts her in the lead in the 84s. However, we have the Ukrainian lifter now coming out to retake 160 that she missed on her opener. The weight was very comfortable, if I remember rightly, but she didn't quite hit depth. You're really fighting against the resistance from both the suit and the knee wraps. That looked better. Was it good enough? It was. She's on the board. She's on the board and straight through to first place in the 84s. She has lighter body weight than the Slovakian lifter, so she takes the advantage. Pinionch next from Ukraine.
Coming up next, Katerina Pinions, Ukraine. The bar is loaded.
She is quite light in class, weighed in at 71.55 in the 76s. Just settling that weight, getting her stance right. That looked a little conservative on depth. Yeah, not quite deep enough. She has another attempt at that weight. Just not quite. You sink it just a little, another inch. Vosmilova next, 185.
185 kilograms. The bar is loaded.
Anna won the 84 kilo class. She was the 84 kilo world champion at the last competition in Regina. Oh no. So her hips came up, her torso came forward, the weight moved away from the centre line, and it's really hard to bring that back. Once you increase the moment arm, you really want the weight to go straight up and down. You're doing extra work if you allow that weight to come forward. She's an experienced lifter. She will come back and have another go at that. This is Mirza from Poland. Opened with 180. Got up to 190. Very fast descent. She is not fighting against the resistance of a squat suit.
Coming up next, Karolina Kolata, Poland, 195 kilograms.
We have the other lifter in the 84 plus now,
The bar is loaded for Karolina Kolata.
Kolata. Both lifters in this class are Polish, but there will still be rivalry even though they're teammates. $195 on the bar. She's very strong. The weight moved easily, but it wasn't deep enough.
Karolina Kolata, no lift for Poland. Coming up next, Agata Sitko, Poland.
Another Polish lifter out next, this time in the 76 kilo class, and she's coming out for a huge 230 kilos.
The bar is loaded for Agata Sitko.
This is more than she has attempted in competition before, but her opener looked very easy. I think she got 2-1 on depth. In a good way, though, she got her opening squat. Wow. How easily did that move? It wasn't quite deep enough, but she handled the weight so well. Yeah, just a parallel. But she has the strength.
250 kilograms.
Just needs to sink it a little bit more.
She tries 250 at
Kruger
first,
next.
245 at her first attempt. Now the bar
Very
is loaded
experienced young lifter.
for Sonia Stephanie Kruger, Germany.
Already been lifting 7 or 8 years, and she's only 22 years old. It is not unusual for her to miss her opening squat, so this will not phase her at all. She's out for 250 this time. Has squatted 255 in competition before. Her coach called her up and she made it all the way to the top. And that's a good lift. She's on the board with 250. And looking ahead now, the world record in the junior class is 252.5. So we can be pretty certain she's going to have a go at that with her next squat. And we go into round 3. These are the junior 76, 84 and 84 plus lifters. And we have Maria Burdoff.
The bar is loaded for Maria Burdów.
So this is an attempt to take the bronze medal. I was wondering why the increment for a second was bigger than the third. Often you will take a bigger jump from first to second than from second to third. It's about getting the maximum. No, not quite. You want to get the maximum amount of lifter without tiring them out. And it was a good effort with nothing to lose, but she did not quite have it today. So that leaves her with the best of 127.5, but missed out on a medal. Here's Laura. She is assured of the squat bronze medal now. She can't move up. Coach called her up. Was he right? He was. 3 white lights, and she looks happy. She is walking away from her first international with the squat bronze medal. Patricia Slazova next from Slovakia for 170. This will move her up from silver medal position to the gold. Huge PB for her. 60 was already a 15 kilo personal best, and this is another 10 kilos. Gets to depth, and that's lovely. So she's added 25 kilos to her squat now, to her personal best in competition. And she is sitting in a gold medal position. She has to wait for the next lifter out, though, Alona Borshchevska, who is going to attempt to take that back with 180. Now, this is a 20 kilo increase. I think this was probably her planned third attempt. Anyway, she missed 160 for her opener. Took it successfully for her second. Now she's taken a 20 kilo jump to 180. This will take back the squat gold and also give her a nice lead going into the rest of the competition. Easy. 2 to 1. A good lift and the squat gold. She skips off the platform there. Katerina in the 76 kilo class. 185. This will move her up to the bronze medal position. Quite a wide stance, locks her knees. She will not get the start command until she does. Sits down, she drives it up. What do the referees think? No, not quite deep enough, unfortunately. So that leaves her with the best of 160. She opened with 160, she failed 175, and then came out and didn't quite take 185 to depth. Which opens the door for Vosmilova, who now is assured of the bronze medal in squat. She tried 185 on her second. She's going to have another go at it this time. 20 years old. She's got another couple of years in this class. She stands up. I'm not sure of the depth. 2 to 1, it's a good lift. Just breaks parallel there. So that gives her 185 and the squat bronze medal. Kalata next for 195. She's going to want to defend against her teammate, who is looking to take the squat gold away from her.
versus Poland here at the weight class 84 kilograms plus. Carolina Colata.
Looks better. No, not quite good enough. So she has to now wait and see if Mertzer is going to take that gold medal away. Mertzer is attempting 205. No, not quite. That leaves her with the best of 190. Both lifters in that class squatted 190, but Kalata is the lighter body weight, so she takes the gold. 235 now for Sitko. Huge PB attempt. Already taken a competition personal best of 5 kilos. She opened with 215.
235 kilograms on the bar.
Missed 230 on depth. This is 235. That extra 5 kilos just to drive her down all the way to the bottom of the squat. She's looked very strong indeed. What do the referees think? 2 to 1, a good lift, 235 kilos. And look how easily she handled that huge weight. 76 kilo lifter, 235 squat. And now here comes Sonia Stephanie Kruger for a world junior record attempt. Now she's chosen not to chip the record. She could have taken 253, but she's coming out for 257.5. So we have to remember that it's not just about individual lift medals or world records. She's building a total, and she probably has a game plan for later in the competition. So she is trying to break the current world junior record by 5 kilos. Up she goes, and that looked good to me. 3 white lights. Sonia Stephanie Kruger delivering the goods with a 257.5 kilo squat and a new junior world record. Absolutely phenomenal. We expect no less from her. So we will take a 10-minute break now, and we will see you back here for bench press. Welcome back to the World Combined Sub-Junior, Junior and Masters Equip Championships. We've seen some phenomenal lifting today. We have the Sub-Junior 76 kilo, 84 kilo, 84 plus kilo classes and the junior classes. And we just saw Sonia Stephanie Kruger absolutely smash the junior world record. She didn't just chip it, she didn't just add 5 kilos to it. She added 5 whole kilos to the 76 kilo junior world squat record, which was set by Daria Rusinenko earlier this month at the Europeans. It did stand at 252.5, now stands at 257.5. And that gives Sonia Stephanie Kruger the world junior record in both the 76 kilo and the 69 kilo classes. Exciting stuff. So we'll have to see what she does next to try and top that as we go into bench press. So we're going to have group one is the sub juniors,
60 kilograms on the bar.
kicking off with Data Berzina from Latvia with 60 kilos. Wearing a Rage X Inja bench shirt there and 3 white lights and looking absolutely delighted as she pogos off the platform. That was a great opening bench.
Now at 77.5 kilograms for
Anastasia Astapova,
is loading, Ukraine.
she's in the sub-junior 76s, opening her bench with 77.5. 'Gets the touch, and that's a nice easy press. Gets her on the board.
Cooking Anastasia Astapova, Ukraine. Coming up next, Island Mendoza. The bar is loading for 100.
Mendoza next, also in the 76 kilo sub-juniors. 85 kilos on the bar. Three white lights, a good lift. That moves her up into the lead on bench press. She took the gold on squat. And now she's in the lead as well on bench.
From Estonia. 90
Mika
kilograms
Magi
on the bar.
next, coming out for 90 kilos. She was a silver medal in squat.
Loading.
What do the referees think of that? She got a yellow card from the centre referee. There was a lot going on here. She moved her foot around. It did stay flat. There was a lot of bouncing on the chest. But 2-1, it was a good lift. Nika Hosian next from Ukraine for 90 kilos. Just making sure she's exactly in position. Well, she's having trouble getting to the chest there. Might just need to release that shirt a little bit so she can get the bar down. She was struggling a little bit bringing the weight under control. And then as she hit the resistance of the shirt, she lost the line. You have to stay really patient and pull against the pain of the shirt resisting you. It's so easy to let the shirt boss you around and send the bar off in the wrong direction. Somebody wants to explain this to me by imagining that you're pushing two magnets together against the same pole and it just wants to send that off in the wrong direction. So you have to just squeeze it down to the touch and then it pops straight up to lockout, just like that. 3 white lights and a great lift there. That was 95 kilos for Victoria. Puts her into the lead in bench press as we go into round 2. Quite a small group, the sub-juniors. So here's data for 67.5. She got quite a lot of leg drive there. Let's hope she kept her bum down. I don't think she did. Let's see that again from the side, hopefully. Gets it to the chest. Yeah, she comes right up off the bench. You must keep your buttocks, your shoulders and your head in contact with the bench. So that was a no lift. And we have Astapova next for 87.5. Making sure she gets exactly what she wants from the handoff man. You can see from the graphic there that this will move her up from second place to first place in bench press. Very nice. Had to put in some work to get the bar to lock out, but she managed it. Kept her chest up. Kept her position on the bench all the way through the press, and that was a great lift. Alina from the Ukraine next. She missed this for her opener, so she really needs to get this on the board now. Oh, she had a little bit of trouble with her right arm there. I thought she was going to lose it, but she managed to drive it home, and that is a good lift. She's on the board. Which is excellent. We don't want to see anyone drop out of the competition. Ayla Mendoza from Argentina opened with 85, moved up to 95. Excuse me, this is 92.5 on the bar. That looked quite easy. 3 white lights. In the gold medal position at the moment in the 76 kilo sub-juniors. Elise from Estonia next. This is interesting. Actually, she is exactly the same weight, 76.05 kilos, as the Polish lifter in the same class. This gives us some interesting anomalies if they manage to take the same weight. I believe if two lifters of the same weight, same body weight, oh, that's a tough press, but I think she's got it. If two lifters of the same body weight take the same weight, I believe it is first past the post. So in effect, this goes on lot number. Or, you know, if one lifter took it in the first round, another lifter took it in the second round. So that's the position we're in at the moment. Mikamagi is the same body weight and has taken the same weight as Victoria. However, she did it second, so she is in second place. At any rate, Victoria is coming out now for 120, which will make it a moot point. It's unusual but not unheard of for two lifters in the class to be the same body weight, especially when you're weighing down to 2 decimal places. That went wrong so very quickly. Let's hope she's okay. So that was a no lift for Victoria. She lost control of the bar as it descended, and it flipped out of her grip so quickly it was hard to react to. So we go into the third round of bench now. Here's Bozina. She opened with 60. She failed 67.5 on her second. She's going for 70 now. The adjustment of the shirt makes a big difference. The shirt tries to resist you, bringing the bar down. Yep, good lift. Good lift and a bronze medal in bench for the lifter from Latvia. So the bench shirt tries to resist you, bringing it down to the chest. And the more resistance you have, the more pop off the chest that you get. So if you can't quite get the bar to the chest, there's 2 options. You could release the shirt a little bit, or you could put more weight on the bar. And we're powerlifters. We like to put more weight on the bar. Astapova now for 95 kilos to move herself up to the gold medal position. Mendoza currently has the provisional gold with 92.5. So Astapova will take that with 95. However, Mendoza gets a chance to respond. Here we go. It was a nice touch, but she did not quite have the strength to drive it home. So that's no lift, leaves her with the best of 87.5 and the silver medal on bench. She got the pop off the chest, but couldn't quite drive it home. Mendoza, 97.5. was a tough one, but it was a good lift. So that gives her the gold medal in bench press to go with her gold medal in squat in the sub-junior 76 kilo class. That gives her quite a lead at subtotal. Subtotal being your squat plus your bench. Add your deadlift to that, and that gives you the total. Mikamagi for 100 kilos. This will, again, as you can see from the graphic, this will move her rank up from 2 to 1, from silver to gold. She got her line wrong then on the descent. She touched down too high. If we can see that back. She comes down and the shirt resisted her, so she touched down. She just missed the touchdown point and was in no position to press it home. That leaves her with the best of 95 and the silver medal in bench. Here's Nikahosian from the Ukraine for 102.5. Oh, that was a tough one. I thought she'd got her left arm out of place, but she managed to press that successfully. So that's 102.5 for her. See, her left arm just swung out a little bit, but she controlled it well. Last bench of the sub-juniors is the Polish lifter, Sieczka. She lost control of the bar on the descent on her second. She's clearly fine, and she's coming out to give it a go on her third. Takes the bar, gets her butt down, gets the command, and the shirt's fighting her. Left arm went again. But she's fine. She leaves her with the best of 95. She's still got the gold medal in the bench press to go with her gold medal in squat. If we watch this left arm now, it just rolls over. Couldn't quite get the bar down to the touch. Okay, we are now into the second group. The second group is the junior 76, 84 and 84 plus classes. Saw some incredible lifting in this class in squat from Stephanie Kruger, Sonia Stephanie Kruger. So she is now the world junior record holder in 2 weight classes, which is something quite special. Kicking off with Laura Dabu from Romania. She's opening her bench at 55. Little bit of difficulty touching down and keeping the bar down, but got the press command, pressed it out. Drifted about, but she managed to bring the bar under control and has to be motionless on the chest before you'll get the press command. Here's her teammate. looking for 70 kilos. A little bit of work to do just at the top of the press. The bench shirt helps you off the chest, but there comes a point when the shirt isn't giving you anything anymore and you have to be underneath that weight and ready to drive it home.
Coming up next, attempt class
Next lifter,
number
also in the
4,
84 kilo class.
85 kilograms on the bar.
So it's over.
The bar is loaded.
Looking for 85 kilos.
Patricia Slizova, Slovakia.
She benched 72.5 at the Europeans, so this is a big increase for her. We do see some very fast increases for these junior lifters sometimes. Very nice. That gave her no trouble at all.
Good lift for Patricia Slizova, Slovakia. Coming up next, Claudia Murza, Poland. The bar is loaded.
Claudia Merzer in the 84 plus class. Squatted semi-equipped with knee wraps and no squat suit. Opening with 105. Little bit of difficulty getting left arm to lock out, but she managed it.
Good lift for Claudia Murza.
Pinyonch next from Ukraine. She's in the 76 kilo class.
The bar is loaded now for Katerina Pignons, Ukraine.
This is her last year in the junior category. She moves up to the open next year. Yep, look nice.
Good lift for
Just looking over her shoulder to make sure that was good before she leaves the platform. She kept her chest nice and high. Got a nice touch.
up next,
Good drive.
Chevska from Ukraine. 150 kilograms on the bar.
We have our final lifter coming out for the 84 kilo class.
The bar is loaded 150 kilograms.
Boschevska for 115. Just indicating where she would like the bar to be. Sets herself up, receives the bar with her bum still up, but settles down onto the bench. Looked like a good lift.
Good lift for Alena
So that
Volkova.
moves her into the top spot in the 84 kilo class for bench. See her feet are slipping away as she brings the
Coming up
bar
next,
down.
Anna Vosilova, Russia. The bar is loaded.
Vosmilova next from Russia. She's in the 76s and she's opening with 127.5. So we are already up into 2 red plate territory. A little bit of difficulty locking out. Is she okay? Being assisted off the platform there. She got, that was a 2-1 decision. Just watching the replay back to see if we could see what the issue was. I didn't see anything myself. But the referee is looking for so many points in the bench press. He's looking at the feet, the butt, the shoulders, the head, the bar, everything. I think side refereeing the bench press is one of the hardest jobs. But we have very experienced referees. Kalata. She has asked for 130 kilos. Look good. Pops up into first place on bench press now. Here's Kruger. She benched 178 at the Europeans in the 69 kilo class. So what can she do in the 76s? Very accomplished bench press, as you would expect. Gets her on the board. But we still have one bench press to come in the first round. This is Sitko. And she has called for 165 to open. The world junior record in this class is 172.5. So we're right up there against it already. But first, she needs to get her opener in. Records are all very well, but you have to be in the competition. Fighting the resistance of the shirt. She's struggling for the touch. She's got it. Oh, but that's a difficult press. She tried for the world record at the Europeans earlier this month. I think she's going to have another try again. But that was tough. That was a hard press. She's on the board though. Everyone's got a bench in. As we head round into round 2, I can see that Sonia Stephanie Kruger has asked for 180 kilos to go on the bar. That is way in excess of the junior record and nearly at the open record. Phenomenal young lifter. First up, we have Laura Dabu from Romania, 65 kilos. Nice and easy.
Good hit for Laura Dabu. 65 kilograms. Coming up next, Maria Burduf, Romania, 75 kilograms on
Here's Maria. Laura moved up to... Ah, no, she didn't. Laura's in third place overall, but fourth on bench press. Maria is in the bronze medal position currently. Oh, dear. Not entirely sure what happened there. She gave the bar a little bit of a wiggle as it came up, which means that she has not been successful. Oh, it hit the rack and went all over the place. So that was a no lift. She looked strong enough, so just a little bit of a technical error, so I'm sure she'll get that on her next attempt. Slits over 90 kilos. Good lift.
And we have good lift for Patricia Slizova, Slovakia.
And we go round to the 84
Next
plus
one
class
is for Poland.
with 115 for Mertza.
The bar is
19 years
loaded
old,
for
so
Claudia
she's
Bogdan.
only just moved up to the junior class. Hand off, man, just making sure he doesn't step on her hair as he hands the bench out. Little bit of work at lockout, but a successful lift nonetheless.
Good lift for Claudia Bogdan. Good lift for Poland. Coming up next, Katerina Pieniądz from Ukraine. The bar is loaded 120 kilograms. Katerina Pieniądz.
Katerina in the 76s, calling for 120. Nice touch, but she can't quite get the press out. Guess one more try.
We have a no lift for Katerina Pieniądz. Coming up next,
Bushchevska next
Kalina Wojciechowska,
for
Ukraine.
125.
The bar is loaded for Kalina Wojciechowska.
Successfully benched 130 at the Europeans early this month. But quick benching is a very technical sport. A little bit of weight loss or dehydration changes everything in the shirt. And if you have a new shirt, it takes a little while to break it in and get it working. And that's a difficult touch, but she got it and she got the press. So she's sitting happily at the top of the table. She was out in front on the squat and she's miles out in front on the bench.
Slizova of Russia.
So
The
she
bar
has
is
got
loaded
what's probably an
130
unassailable lead now in
kilos.
the 84 kilo class. Vosmilova, 132.5. It was a difficult lockout and a good lift. Coach shouting encouragement from the sidelines.
Coming up next, Carolina Colata from
And the
Brazil,
coach was happy.
135.
135 now for Colata.
The bar is loaded for Carolina Colata, Poland.
Opened at 130. And it looked heavy, but it was a good
Loaded
lift.
for Carolina Colata, Poland. Coming up next, Agata Sitko, Holland. 170
Yep.
kilograms on the bar. The bar is loaded for
Okay,
Agata
Agatha Sitko for
Sitko.
170 kilos, just 2.5 kilos short of the junior world record. This is in the junior 76 kilo class, and Sitko has only moved up to the juniors this year. So she has several more years left in this class, and she's already up around the world records. Gets the touch, gets the press. Did the bar dip slightly? I wouldn't like to say. The referees say it didn't.
Good lift for
3
Agata
white lights
Sitko,
and
Holland.
170 kilos. She is in
170
gold
kilograms.
medal
Next
position
for the juniors,
on
Romania,
the
Poland.
bench press.
180
But here we
kilograms.
have
Weight for
the
170
frankly
kilograms.
awesome Sonia Stephanie Kruger coming out for 180 kilos. This smashes the junior record by 7.5 kilos. The junior record is currently 172.5, held by Putilina from Russia. Kruger has the 69 kilo world junior record with 178. This is 180. That 178 is also the open world record in the 69 kilo class. She's lifting as a 76 today. Let's see what she can do. Oh, it locked out. I think she got the lockout. That's a good lift. And another junior world record for Sonia Stephanie Kruger.
180 kilograms.
Let's just watch that back again. She gets the
180
touch,
kilograms.
drives it up. It's a lot of work to do, but she's super
We are
strong.
back in
And
Melbourne,
she gets the
Australia.
lockout
75
without any
kilograms.
change in elected
Agata
position, and
Sitko,
that's a
last
good
start.
lift.
Brazil.
Junior world record and a gold medal currently if on bench press. She got the gold in squat, the world record. She now has a bench press junior world record to go with it. That's squat world junior records in 2 weight classes and bench junior world records in 2 weight classes. I wonder if she's going to go for the open bench record at 189. We have Maria out next for retaking the 75 she didn't get on her second attempt. Looked better this time, and that's a good lift.
For Maria Borduz, 75 kilograms.
That gives her the bench press bronze for the moment. However, her teammate is going to attempt to take that back. She's going to come out for the same weight, but she is more than a kilo lighter in body weight.
The bar is
So
loaded.
she will take that bronze medal away if she gets this lift.
Romania fights Romania for bronze medal.
I've seen that Sonia has put in 185, so she's not going to go for the open world record today, and I think that's fair enough. It looked like a really difficult press. She's going to have to be happy with the junior world record on bench press. First, though, we have Laura attempting to take the bronze medal from her teammate with 75. It started to go up, went offline, and started to go down again. So she is in third place overall, but leaves her with a best of 65 and no medal in the bench press. She took the bronze medal on squat, though, and she's well placed for overall third going in. Here's Slitsova in the same class, 495. Silver medalist on squat. She's absolutely assured of the silver medal on a bench as well. Looked like a well-judged third attempt.
Good lift, and good. We have a good lift for Slizova, Slovakia. Going up next, Katerina Pinyonz, Ukraine. 120 kilograms on the bar. The bar is loaded for Katerina Pinyonz, Ukraine.
Katerina next. Missed this on her second. Nice. That looked good from this angle. And it looked good from the ref's angle too. 127 now for Mertzer.
Claudia Musa, Poland.
Went up 10 kilos from first to second. She's going up 12.5 kilos from second to third. Oh, she can't quite lock out her right arm. No. So that's no lift, and that leaves her with a best of 115 and the silver medal in the 84 plus class. Gets the touch and drives it nearly all the way. Just can't quite lock out that right arm.
132.5. The bar is loaded. Alona Borchevska.
Boszczewska, 132.5. Really building quite a lead now in the 84 kilo class. Oh, she's struggling to lock it. She has managed to lock it. Now the bar stalled. She has got yellow cards from the side referees, so I wonder if her book came up. It's often the way.
Coming up next, Anna Vozmilova, Russia.
No, but didn't come up, so... Oh no, yes it did. There it goes. Just as she struggled to lock out.
Anna Vozmilova.
The lifter tries to recruit more leg drive, and as a result, the bum rises up off the bench, which is a failure. But that left her with the best of 125 and a gold medal
And
on
adjusting
bench to go
weight,
with a gold medal on
Francesco
squat.
Francesca Turbi.
135 is on the bar for Vosmilova,
Turbi.
but we have 30 seconds to go,
Francesca.
and we can't see her. So, oh no, she's here. She's here. She's just very late to the bar. Never mind the slap. Get on the bench. Under a lot of pressure now to... You can see the clock ticking down. She's got 10 seconds to go. She doesn't have to complete the lift in that time, but she has to start it. Got the command. Got the touch. And can she lock it? Is that locked? Couldn't tell from this angle. The referees will let us know that it was not a good lift. The front referee said that it wasn't locked out. Not sure about the yellow card from the side. At any rate, that was not a good lift. At 135, that leaves her with the best of 132.5. She still has the bronze medal on bench press in the 76 kilo class. Here's Colata in the 84 plus, coming out for 140. Well, she did well to press that out. The bar was moving around on the chest a little bit. She struggled to get it in the right place. Yellow cards from the side referee. She was moving about quite a lot on the bench. So as she starts to press it, her feet slip away. No, I didn't actually see any issues there. But both referees saw it, and they have a much better view than I do. So that left her with the best of 135 and the gold medal on bench in the 84 plus class. Here's Sitko. Now this would have been a junior world record 10 minutes ago, but Kruger knocked it some way up the road, and it's now sitting at 180. Nice control, nice touch. That was a phenomenal bench press. 175 kilos, a successful lift for a 76 kilo junior lifter, and she's only just into the juniors, don't forget, 19 years old. So I expect to see a lot more from her in the future. But now, here's Kruger. Smashed the junior world record with her second attempt, put 7.5 kilos on it. And now she's looking to put another 5 kilos on there. 185 kilo bench press for a young lady that weighed in today at 71.1 kilos. She's barely into the 76 kilo class. Receives the bar. Gets the touch. And it's going nowhere. The 180 was a difficult press. She was quite brave, really, to attempt 185. She has done more, but that was her limit for today. So that leaves her with the gold medal and a world junior bench press record. We're going to take a short break now. Please do join us in 10 minutes for deadlifts. And Data Bertina of Latvia is going to kick us off with a 115 deadlift.
With Data Berzina from Latvia, setting up the bar at 115 kilograms. For Data Berzina, Latvia.
So here we go. Data is in the 84 kilo sub junior class,
The bar is loaded for
lifting
Data Berzina.
internationally for the first time. Until everyone has a deadlift in, the ranking is going to change place very rapidly. She had a bit of a wobble at the top. Yeah, unfortunately,
Timeout for
that has
Data
been
Berzina. Noted.
perceived as downward movement of the bar, and you can see the bar drop there. I'm not sure whether she just lost balance a little
Setting up the
bit,
bar for Alina
but the weight
Stohasia.
was easy enough for her. I'm sure she'll get that on her next attempt.
127.5.
Alina Nikahosian from Ukraine, 16 years old, so she still has some time left in this class. She's only just into the 84
Loaded for
plus
Data
class at
Berzina.
84.35.
And the jury decides for Data Berzina. Good evening.
Jury just having a quick word with the referees. But here's Alina for 127.5. And she made short work of that.
And we have a good evening for Alina Stohasian. The bar is now loading for
Anastasia
Alina
Astapova next
Stohasian, Ukraine.
in the sub junior
127.5 kilograms.
76 kilo class. $135 on the bar, and that looks comfortable.
Good lift for Anastasia Astapova. Coming up next Victoria Sietka from Poland.
Here's
125
Victoria. She's in
kilograms
the
on the bar.
84s. She took the gold medal on squat and the gold medal on bench.
The bar is loaded for
Looking
Victoria
for
Sietka,
150
Poland.
for her opening deadlift. Last year as a sub junior. She moves up to the juniors next year. Very easy. Very nice indeed.
Good lift for Victoria
She's on the
Sietka,
board.
Poland. Setting up the bar for Elise Mikromaki, Estonia.
Elise Mikumaki next with 170.
The bar is
So
loaded
we have a
for
fight on
Elise
our hands
Mikromaki.
here. This will move her up. She took the silver medal on squat. She was 20 kilos behind the Polish lifter on squat. She matched her on bench, and she's opening 20 kilos heavier on deadlift. So we are now in a situation where two lifters with exactly the same
Good
body
lift
weight
for Elise Mikromaki.
have the same total.
Setting up the bar now at
So that
185
is
kilograms.
it's
For
a little bit
Elise
counterintuitive, but
Mikromaki.
the first person to put the total up, you have no other metric to separate them. If it's the same weight lifted and the same body weight, then you have to determine between them somehow. And the rule is that the first lifter to do it gets the win. So counterintuitively, the lower deadlift will be the first one, will take the title.
The bar is
So
loaded. Ariel Mendoza,
Mendoza with
Argentina.
175. Nice and easy. Everyone is on the board.
Good lift for Mendoza, Argentina. Setting up the bar for Berta Bertini, Latvia. 132.5 kilos.
We have Bertsina. I thought she failed her opener. It must have been overturned by the jury because it's showing as a good lift. I didn't spot that happening. That must have been why Gaston Perage from the jury was
The
on
bar
his
is
feet talking
loading
to the
for
referees.
Berta Bertini.
So here she comes for her second deadlift of 122.5. Didn't lose her balance this time and got a good
Good
lift.
lift for Berta Bertini, 122.5 kilos. Coming up next, Alina Nitoharskina, Ukraine.
137.5 now for Nikahosian from Ukraine.
The bar is loading for Alina Nitoharskina. Alina Nitoharskina,
Looked
Ukraine.
easy. 3 white lights, a good lift.
Coming up next, Anastasia Astapova, Ukraine.
Astapova next in the 76 kilo class. I can see that we have a world record attempt coming up in the second round.
The bar is loading for Anastasia Astapova.
But this is Astapova with 145.
Good lift, Anastasia Astapova, Ukraine. Coming up next, Victoria Sieczka, Poland.
Good lift for her. And we have Victoria Sieczka next from Poland.
The bar is loading for Victoria Sieczka.
162.5. She's in silver medal position in deadlift, but first overall. But she has exactly the same total as the lifter from Estonia. And the lifter from Estonia. Oh, dear me. Right, she is under pressure now.
We have no lift for Victoria Sieczka.
I think that was just a balance issue. The strength seemed to be there. She came off the floor nicely. But she got to the top, she just fell forward.
Coming up next, Elise Mikromagi, Estonia.
So, this opens the door now for Mikomagi to move into the overall lead with 185. Pressure's on. She has she's in gold medal position in deadlifts. She took the silver on squats and
The
bench.
bar is loading
This
for
will
Elise
move her up
Mikromagi.
into the world championship position. Can she do it? Oh, she can. Phenomenal pull.
Good lift for Elise
She
Mikromagi.
has now moved up into first place.
Coming up next,
She is
Berta
15
Bertova,
kilos
Argentina.
ahead of the Polish lifter. It's going to be a real fight in the 84s now. But first, we have a World Sub-Junior record attempt. The 76 kilo class is quite a new class, and we have not set a world record in it yet. So the standard
And
is
next up, we are
190.
going for
Now, you
world
don't have to
record.
beat a standard, you can actually
191 kilograms.
just
World
meet
record
it.
at weight
So
class
she could have put
74
190 on the bar for the world
kg.
record, but she's put 191 on.
The bar is loaded. Let's give it up for
It's her
Ayla
last year's sub
Ibrahimova
junior, so
from
this is her last
Montenegro.
chance to get this deadlift record in the 76 kilo sub juniors. It's moving. Oh, she came forward a little bit, so the weight swung out in front of her, so she couldn't bring it back. But she will get another attempt at that weight. It was slow off the floor, but it was moving. But you can see
And the type of deadlift
it.
for
The deadlift suit tries to
190
pull you forwards. You have to do everything you can to
195
pull
kg.
back against it. That was a valiant effort. The strength seemed to be there. If she can just nail the technique, she's got every chance of making that on her third attempt. So we are into the third round of deadlifts. This is where
The
we
bar is
crown the
loaded
world
for
champions.
Argentina.
And we have a close fight in the 84 kilo class. But Tina first for 137.5. This is a big jump from her second. And just a little bit too big, it looks like.
And we have noticed for the last
But
couple of
still,
rounds,
she walks away with the deadlift
the
bronze and the overall
deadlift
bronze.
qualifies
Leaves her with a best
for
of 122.5 on deadlift and 322.5 total.
So up next, Alina
Next up,
from
Alina
Ukraine.
from Ukraine.
The bar is loaded for Alina Ibrahimova.
Here she comes. Last lift of the day for her. And I think she has it. What's the verdict from the referees? And three white lights, a good lift. 142.5 for her. And the World Championship title.
Anastasia Sapova, training for 152.5 kilos.
Anastasia Astapova from Ukraine. She is calling
Anastasia
for
Sapova, Ukraine.
152.5 in the 76 kilo sub junior category.
The bar is loaded. And we have
Good lift,
noticed for the last couple of
152.5, giving
rounds,
her a 407.5 total and the silver medal.
coming up next, Victoria Swiecka from Poland.
Here we go. Here's the fight in the 84 kilo class. Victoria has been leading the way all the way through, but big
152.5
deadlifter from Estonia
and raising
has
the bar at
pushed ahead.
172.5
So
kilograms.
this is to regain the overall gold medal
And the
position.
bar is loaded
She was
for
well ahead at
Victoria
subtotal,
Swiecka, Poland.
but now she's under pressure. She missed 162.5. She is attempting 172.5. And she certainly pulled it. What do the referees think? They think it's a good lift. She's back in pole position. Coach is delighted, but she's going to have to bite her nails for a little while longer and wait to see if she can keep it. Next up, Mendoza, 191 kilos. This is for the sub-junior 76 kilo deadlift world record. She narrowly missed this on her last attempt. Bar is being cleaned between every attempt, as is the rule on the third round of deadlifts, to give the lifters the best chance they possibly have. Okay, here we go. World record on the bar. The pressure of walking out for a lift like this for these young lifters is enormous. Her coach looks as tense as she does. Here we go. And it's just not moving. Tired herself out with the second attempt. It's a valiant effort, and she does walk away the sub-junior 76 kilo world champion. I don't think she got anything wrong there. It was just the end of the day, and she had nothing left to give. Last lift of the sub-juniors. This is Mikomagi, and she is pulling for the world title. She's put 10 kilos on. She needs this to move ahead of the Polish lifter. Everything on the line now. Months of training come down to 10 seconds on the platform as she pulls for the world title. Oh no, the bar dip. She actually pulled the weight, but I don't think that's going to pass. And it doesn't. That's such a shame. And you put so much emotion into these lifts and so much of yourself. It's hard. It's hard to fall short just at the last. But she walks away with the silver medal, gold in deadlift. So not a bad day's work. So we go moving to Group 2 now. These are the junior lifters. We have 3 weight classes to keep track of. But the 76 kilo class is the one that's going to bring us some world record attempts. I can already see that Sitco is opening at 210 and the junior world record is 215. And I think we're going to see some attempts at the total records as well. So Laura Dabu is kicking us off with 110. She's in third place overall. She probably can't catch the second place lifter, but she's under pressure from her teammate for the bronze medal position. Good lift, she's on the board. But her teammate is out next. Here she comes, Maria, for 115. Won't worry too much about the rankings until we're through the first round of deadlifts. Very easy. See some jockeying for position now in this class for the third place.
The bar is loaded.
Here's
Olena
Slitzova.
Borzilova from Slovakia.
Speed off the floor there was phenomenal. That was very easy indeed.
Good lift for Patricia Smilova.
Claudia Mertzer next. We have the wrong lifter showing. We just need to mark Slitzova as a good lift. This is for Claudia Mertzer. There we go.
The bar is loaded now for
For
Carolina
140 kilos. She's in the 84 plus class. Good lift. She's on the board.
Good lift for Claudia Burza. The bar is loaded now, the same weight.
Katerina in the 76s is also coming out for 140. When two lifters call for the same weight, the lowest lot number goes first.
Good lift for Team Winners Ukraine. Coming up next, Alona Borchevska, Ukraine.
Alona Borchevska,
Steroids.
84 kilo junior class. Opening her account with 150
The
kilos.
bar is loaded for Alona Borchevskova.
She is a long way ahead at subtotal. And that was a very nice deadlift.
Good lift, Alona Borchevskova.
Skips away. It's
Lift.
great to see these young lifters enjoying the competition. There's so much pressure on them to perform.
Coming up next, Anna Vozmilova, Russia.
Osmilova
The
in
bar
the
is loaded.
76s for 150.
Anna Vozmilova, Russia.
Very similar style to a squat, oddly.
We have good lift for
So
Anna
that's a good lift.
Vozmilova.
She is on the board with her first deadlift.
Coming up next, Carolina Kolata, Poland.
And we have 116 next for Carolina Colata.
The bar is loaded for Carolina Kolata.
This will put her into the overall lead in the 84 plus class.
Good lift for Carolina Kolata.
And there we go. That puts her 40 kilos into the lead.
Coming up next, Sonia Stephanie Kruger from Germany.
Here's Sonia Stephanie Kruger. She's been breaking all the records today. She took the junior squat record, the junior bench record. She holds the deadlift record in the 69 kilo class, but she's competing in the 76 kilo class today. And this, with her opening lift, will give her the junior total record.
For totals at juniors. So trying for world record at totals, Sonia Stephanie Kruger, Germany.
Look at that, very easy indeed. So that is the squat record, the bench record, and the total record.
Owned by Sonia Stephanie
And
Kruger.
lots more in the tank there for Sonia Stephanie Kruger.
The bar up now for
But
210 kilograms.
Agatha Sitko is out next, and she is going to prevent Stephanie from getting a clean sweep of the 76 kilo records, because she set the deadlift world record in this class at 215 less than a month ago.
The bar is
Singing
loaded
away
now
to
for
her music on her
210
headphones,
kilograms. 210 kilograms.
coming out for 210. If she'd done this a moment ago, it would have been a world record total. However, Sonia got there first. But look at that, only 5 kilos short of the world record deadlift. And it was very comfortable indeed.
Moving on
We're
to
going to
second
see
round.
some excitement in this class for sure.
Weighing now 130 kilograms on the bar.
Into the second round of deadlifts now, we have Kruger leading the 76s, Borshevska leading the 84s, and Kalata leading the super heavyweight class. But we know we have world record attempts coming up. I can already see that Sitko has put 218 on the bar. Now that's going to be to take the total back, because she only needs 215.5 for the deadlift world record, and she's put on 218. So she's looking for that chip to move ahead. This is Laura Dabu from Romania with 120 on the bar. She is defending now her third place against her teammate, Maria Burdoff. That moves her a little bit further ahead.
Coming up next, Maria Burdus from Romania.
But here's Maria.
125.
Maria is looking for 125, which will get her the bronze medal position for the moment, but not the overall bronze yet.
The bar is loaded now for Maria Burdus.
Here she comes. In fact, this will give her the, as you can see from the top row of the graphic, this will actually move her up to silver medal position, not bronze. Oh, and that looked nice. Great lift there.
Maria Burdus. Coming up next, Patricia
However,
Kowal from Slovakia. The bar is
here
loaded.
is the Slovakian lifter to respond with 135.
135 kilograms.
This will take the deadlift silver back again. That looked very easy too. So she's in silver medal position overall. She can't realistically catch the Ukrainian lifter for the overall competition.
Coming up next, Claudia
And
Wagner
she's
from
not
Poland.
really under any
150
pressure
kilograms on
from
the bar.
the third and fourth place lifters. So she's running her own competition now. Mertzer next
The bar is loaded. Claudia Mozza, Poland.
for 150. Oh, some difficulty locking out there. What will the referees say? Good
Point to
lift.
beat for Claudia Mozza, Poland. Coming up next, Katerina Fions, Ukraine.
Katerina next
160 kilograms.
for 160. This moves her up one to the bronze medal position on deadlift. She can't catch Vosmilova in the overall competition though.
The bar is loaded for Katerina Fions.
Great lift.
Good lift for Katerina Fions, Ukraine. Moving up to Anna Vosmilova from Russia. 162.5 kilograms.
Vosmilova next for 162.5 to take back that deadlift bronze. Nice growl at the top there. That was the deadlift bronze going back to the Russian lifter.
She has
It's
good
a
lift.
great fight there at the top. Borshevska
Alona
in the
Vosmilova,
84s.
Ukraine. 167.5 kilograms. The bar is loaded.
Bit of work to do to bring that up.
Good lift for
Wouldn't
Alona
expect to
Vosmilova.
see a big increase now to her third. Borshevska next. Oh no, if we just had Borshevska, that's Kalata.
Karolina Kolata. 170 kilograms on the bar.
Karolina Kalata looking fierce. Coming out for 170.
Good
Good
lift
lift.
for Karolina Kolata. Coming up next,
A little bit of trouble at lockout. Leg was shaking a little bit, but she was
Katerina
successful.
Fions on the bar.
Now, here comes Sonia Stephanie Kruger to
Is
extend
loaded
the
for
junior total
160
record
kilograms.
that she set with her opening pull. This will move her up to 637.5 kilo total. Just waiting for them to clean the bar.
Trying to beat her own total world record. The bar is loaded for
So
Sonia
here we go.
Stephanie
She
Kruger, Germany.
is looking to put 10 kilos on the world junior total record that she set moments ago. Phenomenal young lifter. World records now in 2 weight classes and also an open world record as a junior. Oh dear, did she just lean forward a bit too much? What did the referees say?
And we have
No,
two
she
lifts
got
at
it. 3 white
200
lights.
kilos.
Fantastic.
Good lift at 200
So
kilos.
that does move her a significant way ahead now of the Polish lifter. However, Sitko is going to come out for a deadlift world record. Now, the world record's 215. She's actually put 218 on the bar. If Kruger had failed her second deadlift, this would have put her in the lead. However, you can't bet on Kruger to fail.
At deadlift, 2 minutes 76
So
seconds.
this is a deadlift world record. Anytime you see a number that isn't an increment of 2.5 kilos, it must be a record, and you can't put a small increment on for a total record. So this must be the junior world record. It's her own record. She set it just a few weeks ago at the Europeans. And this will be 3 kilos on top. And she made short work of that. Wow. 3 white lights and 218 kilos for a new junior world record in deadlift. So she's still in the fight. She's still in the battle for first place. Kruger is, what is that, 9.5 kilos ahead. Wow. So Sitka would have to put 10 kilos on that world record, and I've just seen it go on the board. 228 she's put in for a third. So if Kruger fails her third, that 228 will give Sitko the win. But they are two very big deadlifts. So it's going to come down to the final pull. That's powerlifting. Okay, into round 3, and here is Laura Dabu. She would like to move herself up from deadlift 4th place to deadlift bronze medal. She needs this also to defend her 3rd place against her teammate. I think she's got it. She looks happy. And now she looks very happy. I think she has secured that overall bronze now. Her teammate's going to try and take the deadlift bronze back, but she can't take the overall away now. So here comes Maria. She has asked for 135 on the bar. That will move her just ahead of... In fact, that moves her to 2nd, silver, not 3rd, because she's lighter on body weight than the Slovakian lifter. So this is for a deadlift silver medal. The Slovakian still has 1 lift left to respond. But first, oh, she made a small mistake at the bottom, and it cost her at the top. Ah, that's a shame. That is a shame. You see, it just pulled forward at the bottom. She managed to get it all the way to the top, but she didn't have her balance. Patricia Slizova, next from Slovakia. She is in silver medal position overall, and she is now guaranteed the deadlift silver as well. Oh, she's struggling at lockout there. I'm not sure what the referees will make of that. Oh, it's a good lift. 3 white lights. So it looked a bit untidy, but there was no actual failure. That's a good lift at 137.5, leaves her with a total of 402.5. There are no points for style in powerlifting. As long as you meet the technical requirements of the lift, you will get white lights. Claudia Mertzer. 160 on the bar. No, can't get it past knee level. Leaves her with the best of 150, a total of 455, and the overall silver medal in the super heavyweight class.
Coming up next, Katerina Pignon's
167.5 now for Katerina Pignonj from Ukraine. This will put her in position for the deadlift bronze medal.
The bar is loaded.
Here she comes, she's fired
Katerina
up.
Pignon's Ukraine.
Moves her up to bronze medal position for the moment. The Russian lifter will get the opportunity to respond though.
A very fast category here.
So that gives her a 447 and a half total.
Two world records beaten just in this category.
So here's Vozmilova to respond and try to take that deadlift bronze medal back.
The bar is loaded now.
She has the overall bronze. This is for the deadlift bronze.
Anna Kozilova,
170.
Russia. Ready for bronze.
It's moving. I think she's got it. 3 white lights. She's limping a little off the platform. Let's hope that she's not actually hurt herself. But she has got herself the deadlift bronze medal
70 kilograms.
to go with her overall bronze.
Karolina Kolata, Poland, 175.
Great lifting from the young Russian. Kolata next for 175. 3 red plates. Looking very focused.
The bar is loaded for Karolina Kolata.
No, just a little bit too heavy today. Leaves her with the best of 170 and a total of 495. But she is the 84 plus junior world champion.
At 177.5 kilograms for Alona Borchevska.
Alona Borchevska for 177.5. She has the deadlift gold
Here she goes
already.
as the holder of the gold medal. The bar is loaded for Alona Borchevska, Ukraine.
She's got it moving, but it would not go past the knee. But that leaves her with the best of 167.5, a 480 kilo total, and the World Championship title.
The bar now for yet another total
And
world
now,
record
here we have it.
champion, Sonia
Right up at the
Stephanie
pointy
Kruger.
end of the competition, Sonia Stephanie Kruger with most of the world records, not all of them.
World
The
total
squat,
record.
the bench, and the total world records is coming out for another 5 kilos on her deadlift, which will push the total world record up by another 5 kilos. And she has to defend hard
The
against
bar is
the
loaded
Polish
for
lifter,
Sonia Stephanie Kruger.
who is going to
Challenging the
try
world record
to
3 rounds in
beat
1
her
minute.
with a massive
Sonia
228
Stephanie
pull.
Kruger.
But first, here's
Begin.
Sonia. This will be a new junior total world record. Sonia has the total world record in the 69s. This is the 76 kilo class. Oh, and I think she's got it. I think she's got it. What do the referees say?
Yes, Virgo,
It's a
fantastic.
good
You have set
lift.
all world
Will
records
Sitko
so far
respond?
today.
Will she put a change in? She has. She has. She's put 233 in. She's going to try and pull for the gold. This is a huge ask. 233 kilos. 218 was the deadlift world record. And a PB for her. And now she is going to try
Sonia
to
tries to
add
beat her own world record
15 kilos to
with a
it.
bar of
This will be the
223
deadlift world
kilograms.
record, the total world record, and the world championship title with one pull.
Second time
But it's a
she
huge
beat
one.
the world record today.
She looks focused. She looks ready for it. Everything on the line. 2 world records and the junior world title with one
And
pull.
fighting for total world record also. The bar is loaded
Here
for
she
Sonia
comes.
White.
What can she do?
Agata Sitko.
This is massively above anything she's attempted in competition
Your
before.
turn, Agata Sitko.
But if you have the option, why wouldn't you? And it's moving. She's got it moving. But it would not go past the knee. You know, that was a phenomenal effort even to get it that far. She has the deadlift world record, leaves her with a best of 218, 428 total, which would have been easily good enough for the total world record had she not been up against the phenomenal Sonia Stephanie Kruger, who takes the World Championship title. Well, what an exciting round of lifting we have had today. And we've only just begun. So please do stay tuned for the medal ceremony, which is coming up very shortly. And we will be back in an hour and a quarter with the M1 Masters ladies. Please do join us then.
women sub-juniors and juniors, 76 to 84 kilograms. All our lifters are welcome to our stage. What a wild session has been today. What a wild first session, a great morning we had. So everyone, each and every one of you deserves a medal of participation. It was a great show, great power, many records beaten. That's the way to start a day in the World Championship right here in Romania, Oradea. Big up to our lifters, thank you very much. Starting now the medal ceremony with 76 kilograms sub-juniors squats. The second place goes to Ukraine, Anastasia Astapova. And the gold medal goes to Argentina, Aileen Mendoza. Thank you very much. Moving on to bench press from Ukraine on the second place, Anastasia Astapova. And the gold goes to Argentina, Aileen Mendoza. Moving on. Deadlift, second place, stays to Ukraine, Anastasia Astapova. And the gold goes to Argentina, Aileen Mendoza. No longer leaving the podium for the totals. The second place goes to Ukraine, Anastasia Astapova. And the new gold goes to Aileen Mendoza, Argentina. Please rise for Argentina's national anthem. Congratulations, Aileen Mendoza. Congratulations, Team Argentina. Moving on to 84 kilogram sub-juniors squats, starting with Latvia. The third place goes to Darta Berzina. The second place goes to Estonia, Elise Grovagi. And the gold goes to Wiktoria Sieczka, Poland. Thank you. Moving on to bench press, the silver goes to Latvia, Darta Berzina. Silver for Estonia, Elise Grovagi. A little bit of a mix up there. And the gold goes to Poland, Wiktoria Sieczka. Thank you. Moving on to deadlift, the third place goes to Latvia, Darta Berzina. Second comes Wiktoria Sieczka from Poland. And the gold heads for Estonia, Elise Mikromagi. Let's go for the totals now. The third place goes to Darta Berzina, Latvia. Elise Mikromagi from Estonia gets the second place and the silver medal. And the first place goes to Poland, Wiktoria Sieczka. Please rise for Poland's national anthem. Congratulations Poland and Wiktoria Sieczka. Moving on, 84 plus kilograms sub-juniors squats. The gold goes to Ukraine, Alina Nikohasyan. You should stay there. For bench press, Alina Nikohasyan. Ukraine. And also for deadlifts, Ukraine gets the gold, Alina Nikohasyan. The same gold goes for the totals to Alina Nikohasyan, and we shall rise for Ukraine's national anthem. Congratulations Ukraine, congratulations Alina. We had forward to 76 kilograms juniors squats. The third place goes to Russia, Anna Vosmilova. Silver for Poland, Agata Sitko. And the gold heads for Germany, Sonia Stephanie Kruger. Moving on to bench press. The bronze goes to Russia, Anna Vosmilova. Silver for Poland, Agata Sitko. And the gold goes to Germany, Sonia Stephanie Kruger. Thank you. Moving on to deadlift, the third place goes to Russia, Anna Vosmilova. Germany goes second, Sonia Stephanie Kruger. And on the first place goes Poland, Agata Sitko. Thank you. Moving on for totals, the third place goes to Russia, Anna Vosmilova. Silver for Poland, Agata Sitko. And a world record and gold goes to Sonia Stephanie Kruger, Germany. It was a great, great ride. Now please rise for Germany's national anthem. A day to remember for Sonia Stephanie Kruger. Congratulations, Germany. Moving on, 84 kilograms juniors from Romania, Laura Dabu, third place. Second goes Patricia Slizova from Slovakia. And the gold goes to Ukraine, Alona Borczewska. Thank you. Moving on to bench press, the third place goes to Romania, Maria Botuf. Second goes Patricia Slizova from Slovakia. And Alona Borczewska is first for Ukraine. Up next, deadlift. From Romania, Laura Tabu on the third place. Second goes Patricia Slizova, Slovakia. And the gold goes to Ukraine, Alona Boczewska. Thank you very much. And heading for totals, the third place goes to Laura Dabu, Romania. Second comes Patricia Slizova, Slovakia. And Ukraine takes the gold, Alona Boczewska. Please rise for Ukraine's national anthem. Congratulations Ukraine, congratulations Alona Boczewska. Moving up next to 84 plus kilograms juniors, the second place goes to Poland, Klaudia Murza. And the gold goes also in Poland for Karolina Kolata. Moving up next to bench press, second goes Klaudia Murza. And Karolina Kolata first, both from Poland. And the same positions on the podium for deadlift. Second goes Klaudia Murza. And the gold goes to Karolina Kolata. And for totals, the second place goes to Klaudia Murza. And the gold goes to Karolina Kolata, Poland. Please rise for the national anthem of Poland. Thank you very much, Poland. Thank you very much, Karolina Kolata. This has been the first session of the day. Thank you to all our lifters. Congratulations to you all. You are all champions right here in Poland, Romania.